I've decided to create a new offering, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. Every astrological month, season, so let's say with the spring equinox, which is coming up, it'll kick off a new astrological season, so that'll be Aries season. And I decided it'd be really fun to have a offer of, a special offer. So a special reading that is only going to be available during Aries season, and it'll be slightly discounted. So a 15-minute reading is $44. So you'll get, instead, a seasonal reading will be a 20-minute reading for $36. Now, the catch: every seasonal reading gets the same exact spread. And so I'm a tarot reader who really likes to use spreads. It's not something that I'm always sharing with you guys, in the sense that, like, if you're not into knowing what every card is going to be for, as I work with you to figure out your reading, then I won't worry about telling you ahead of time. I'll just tell you as I do the reading that each card I pulled was for a certain theme. And so what will happen is it won't be customized. It'll be, you get the seasonal special, great. I'll do a 20-minute reading, and here is the spread. This is what it's going to be. Everybody's going to get the same spread. Obviously, the messages will be different because the cards will come through for you exactly when I do your reading. So I'm really excited about this. And so we'll do the first set. Will happen, I'll start offering it on the 19th. So that'll be in a few days. And so Aries season when it kicks off. So what I'm doing right now, and I thought it might be fun to give you guys some behind the scenes, is I'm creating the tarot spread. So there are a couple different ways that we can take it. So since it's the equinox, I could have an equinox themed one, which is kind of nice. Something spring themed. Or we can do something Aries themed. But I think spring is the way to go. I know people have been feeling a little bit like the year's been a little sluggish to the start, and part of that is seasonal, right? We have our new year as far as the calendar goes on January 1st, but when we look at the astrological charts, the new year doesn't start from an astrological sense until the equinox. And that's because at the equinox we move into Aries season, and Aries is our first sign on the wheel. It is a fire sign. It is the cardinal fire sign, so that means it is the spark. And so Aries is the time where we actually start thinking about the seeds that we're going to plant. They start getting that like excitement to them. So we're kind of now at a point where we can actually probably start feeling in our bones like, hey, I'm ready to just make a move on these things. Hey, the things I've been dreaming about, because Pisces season is what we're currently moving out of. That's our dream state. The things I've been dreaming about, those goals that I knew I set in January, but really at that point they were just dreams. Now we're moving into Aries, and so Aries is all about the fire of like actually starting that spark that's going to keep us going. Before we move into Taurus, which is all about grounding and roots. And so that's when our new things actually take hold into the ground. So Aries is all about setting the sparks of new bits of things, passion and excitement about new things that are happening for us. So I think that that's what we'll focus on for this spread, because it's really exciting to kind of help people feel like, oh, this is the new thing. How can I get grounded, or how can I get new things going for this? How can I really get the motivation to start these new things? So while it's going to be a 20-minute reading, what I'm going to do is we're going to do um, probably about a 5 card spread, and then I'll pull an oracle card at the end, and then I'll make sure I talk about it. So I think that's what we'll do. So we'll do a 5 card spread, and we'll do it around spring in Aries. And we'll do something about the magician, because the magician is our new beginnings. The fool is all about starting, right? Taking the leap. But like when you're actually starting something new, the magician is the one I like to tap into. So maybe we'll pull the magician out, just so that he kind of, sometimes when you pull a card out and you put it on the top, it's kind of like this, like, oh, hey, this is the energy of the reading. Let's tap into this. And so sometimes it's nice to pull that card out because you're like, this is the card that we're using to center around our reading. Okay, and then one of my favorite things to do is to do a let's check in with you. So we'll say the person we're getting the reading from. Okay, so we've got, how are you? Let's check in with you at this moment as we move into this new season, this spring season. And then we can say, let's look at so what needs to be cleared out before we can start our new things, right? So that's part of spring cleaning, right? So what are we clearing out? Okay. We can look at what's being planted. So we're clearing stuff out, we're planting seeds. Okay. And then we can look at so we're clearing, we're planting the seeds, and then we'll say, what do we need? What mindset do we need to water those seeds? So if we're planting seeds, so these are the things that we want to see, and then we'll say, like, how can we nurture those seeds? So what do we need for nurturing? And then my last step is, again, another really favorite thing to include, and I think it really helps, is going to be what's my next best step. So in regards to clearing out, planting seeds, nurturing those seeds, what step am I taking at this moment to get this ball rolling? So let's say next best step, and then I'll pull an oracle card, and the oracle card will kind of be like the icing on the cake. So when I pull the oracle card, because it's kind of outside of the tarot, what I like to do with the oracle card, it's like, okay, what is my guiding light for all of this? And it's outside of the tarot, so it does this nice thing where it kind of wraps it up in another way of looking at things. And I normally have 2 different oracle cards, and so this would be an option for you. So you could either have our animal oracle cards, or you can have our general oracle cards. So the animal oracle cards will be more like, this is the animal you can pay attention to for the next season, or it could be like, if it's the general oracle cards, it's, oh, what kind of space do you want to be in? So, and then we'll do oracle. And then what'll happen is I'll do a video reading with this spread, and at the end of it, I'll write out just the general what I got, and then it'll be, I think I might also write a little bit of like, this is what you can expect for this. With this, here are some questions you can ask yourself throughout the month, so I'll give you some journal prompts. So that's going to be the plan. I'm going to have this really fun seasonal offering, and I can't wait to pull these cards for you. And if you are interested in doing this spread for yourself, I will include this on my Instagram. It'll be a post on there, and you can try this for yourself. If you are pulling cards for yourself and you'd like to see and try it out for yourself instead of getting a reading from me, that's totally cool. The post will be there. And then if you'd love to get this reading, go ahead and comment, and I will point you in the right direction so that you can book a reading with me. Bye for now.